at the Mos Espa spaceport. Flight control calls out to the approaching Pike cruiser. Pike cruiser, because of unusual flight patterns, we'll be redirecting you to landing pad 69. After some complaining, the Pike cruiser redirected to the new landing platform. And once there was confirmation that there was a Pike army on board, the transport was eliminated. Standing on the edge of platform 69, Cad Bane radioed to flight control. Pike cruiser confirmed to be Pike dropship. Have our airship take out the second cruiser. Flight control responded. Copy that. I've got a question if you don't mind. The people of Mos Espa agreed to help Boba Fett with the Pike problem. So why did you send a Gamorrean guard over to intimidate us? Cad Bane said coldly. Fett put me in charge of this operation while he's away. Which means we do things my way, and I don't answer any of your questions. For the 8th time on this journey, Fennec Shand let her objections be known. You know, the last time you did something like this, you were only able to pull it off because you hired the best mercenaries in the galaxy. And Bib Fortuna laxed on his security. This time, it's just you and me. And I don't think the Pike spice mines are going to be lax in security. Not to mention, I probably wouldn't have come if I knew you were going to just casually make the Kessel Run. Next, are you going to ask me to take a walk through a lava pit? I said, the Kessel Run's only dangerous for idiot pilots. And those in a hurry. And as far as that other stuff, this is a different plan. Needing less personnel. Suspiciously, Fennec said, if you say so. I said, just get your job done. Otherwise, we're all dead. Now we're coming up on Kessel. Get below deck. As I approached Kessel, I radioed the planet. This is Boba Fett, on board Slave 1. Here for a meeting with the Pike boss, Lorne. The only response was a texted message that had coordinates to a landing platform and instructions to disembark unarmed. As expected, they sent a welcoming party for me. The head of security approached and said, if you don't mind, we'll check you for weapons. Please open up your gauntlets to check for a vibroblade or a hidden missile. I said no problem. Take a look, I've even emptied the fuel on my flamethrower. And then they took me to Boss Lorne, the 3rd generation of the same family running this spice empire. Lorne started the conversation. Please enter, Fett. I have to admit, I'm really surprised to see you. You wage all-out war on the Pike Syndicate, killing hundreds of our men, and destroying all that we built on Tatooine. And then you just come turn yourself in. I hope you don't expect us to go easy on you. I responded, I don't expect you to do anything to me. And I'm not here to turn myself in. I'm here to make a bargain that will stop the bloodshed, and at the same time, be lucrative for both our organizations. Lorne laughed. You don't have any bargaining chips here, Fett. You stand here alone, unarmed. And I can shed a lot more blood than you can. I'm going to quite easily crush you. What's your counteroffer? I said, well, first, I'm not alone. While your men were checking every weapons hole on my armor to make sure I'm unarmed, my partner snuck out of my ship and made her way down to your son's quarters, where she executed his guards and took your son hostage. But now they're back on Slave 1, with the ship locked up tight. Anything happens to the ship, or me, and your son's dead. With panic in his voice, Lorne tried to bluff. What makes you think my worthless son means anything to me? I can just make another. I said, because I've done my homework. Lorne Jr. down there is the only offspring you're ever gonna have. If he dies, so does your dynasty. Based on the panic in the room, I'm guessing your people are telling you that everything I'm saying is true. And just for a little extra insurance, my armor is laced with explosives. If my heart stops, we all die. Now I'm gonna tell you how this is gonna go down. I'm leaving Kessel with your son, and I'll be keeping him with me on Tatooine. I'll treat him well and teach him everything he needs to know, so that when he's returned to you, he'll be a useful asset to your family business. As far as that business goes, you may continue to sell spice on Tatooine, but you'll do it where and when I tell you to. And you'll pay me a tax for doing business in my territory. However, if 1 grain of spice is sold without my knowledge, if a pike sets foot on Tatooine without first announcing himself, or if I feel threatened in any way by the Syndicate, not only will I feed your son to the Rancor, I'll put a kill marker on every member of the Syndicate, and I'll personally come for you. Do we have an agreement? Or are you ready to die? As we left Kessel, Fennec Shan said, I can't believe that worked. How long do you think it will last? I said too hard to guess. Best case scenario, I string him along long enough for him to make enough money to feel comfortable with things the way they are. Worst case scenario, he says to Mustafar with his son, gathers all his forces, and kills us all tomorrow.